Here are some unbelievable but true stories from Disneyland security officers, featuring some truly strange and magical experiences.
So everyone knows about Walt's lamp, right? The light in his apartment above the fire station that's kept on in his memory. Well, one night I'm doing my rounds and I notice it's off, which is weird. That light is always on. I figure it must be a wiring issue or something, so I go up to check it out. When I get there, the switch is still in the on position. No reason that light should be out. I'm standing there scratching my head and suddenly the light flickers back on. Didn't touch a thing, just turns on by itself. I've heard the stories, that Walt still checks in on the park now and then. Standing there, I kind of felt like he was watching over it, making sure everything's still just the way he left it.
It's late and I'm doing a routine sweep through Pirates of the Caribbean. Everything's quiet, rides shut down, and I start hearing this faint laughter coming from one of the scenes. At first I think someone left a radio on, or maybe it's part of the ride sound that didn't get turned off. But as I'm walking through, I look over and see what looks like a shadowy figure just sitting in one of the boats. I can't make out a face, but there's definitely someone or something there. I go over to check it out, and the boat's completely empty. And just like that, the laughter stops. I mentioned it to another officer, and he said it happens sometimes. People say it's an extra passenger who just loves the ride a little too much to leave. Makes you wonder if he's reliving his favorite adventure forever.
So it's closing time, and I'm doing my final rounds through the Haunted Mansion. I'm walking by the Doom buggies, and I notice there's a guy just sitting in one of them clear as day. Figured he must have snuck in after the last ride. I go over to get him out, but when I reach the buggy, it's empty. I checked the cameras later, and there he was. This shadowy figure sitting and then vanishing in different buggies. They call it the hitchhiker, like it's a regular thing around here. Pretty sure that was the last time I went in there alone.
So I'm wrapping up my shift, and I see a balloon vendor at the end of Main Street holding one of those big bunches of Mickey balloons. It's weird, because it's way past closing time. I walk over to tell them the park's closed, but they turn and walk off toward the shadows. I follow, thinking they're messing with me. But when I get there, nothing, just an empty street. Other officers have told me about this balloon vendor, who shows up now and then after hours, but I never thought I'd see it myself. Still don't know where those balloons go.
I'm doing a perimeter check near the Matterhorn, and I see this guy scaling the base of the mountain. I figure it's some thrill seeker who snuck in, so I radio it in and head over. I get close, and he just vanishes, like he was never there. Some folks say there was an accident on the Matterhorn years ago, and every now and then this mountain man shows up, always around the same spot. I've seen some weird stuff in the park, but that one, it gave me chills.
Be strong.